Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live. Crossfire, Arc versus VOX, Red Wedding, and I got my fingers crossed. Can you guys hear me okay? Are we coming through loud and clear with the broadcast? So give me a 999 if you guys can hear me. Just a little quick audio test for everybody. Oh. Okay, are we loud? Are we normal? Does it sound like normal audio? Okay, loud and clear. Love it. That is what I wanted to hear. Okay. You know what? If you guys are good, then I'm good. I feel like a new setting might have kicked in and yeah, so we're good. Okay. I can turn it up louder if you want. There you go. Louder? All right, good. Okay. So it's just work. All right. Fair enough. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. We got a big game, a big week. Looking forward to a epic matchup between Arc and VOX. This is Red Wedding. It is one of the group's favorite type of matches. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the standings. So transition over, and you can see this is why it's important. Because we've got Arc at 6-1, one loss on the entire season, followed by Mir at 5-3. VOX has been hot lately. VOX is 3-5, everybody, at 3-5, and we got Sly at 2-7. Off to a rough start, but Sly, I've been promised, we'll pick it up. And at this point in the season, this is not the first time that Arc has got out of the gates really fast. So we know they're fast starters, but they, pick up things really quickly. I see J-Law the Wall is back, and we're going to show you guys some PCP points because PCP has been super active lately. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? It looks like we got a little birthday celebration. So I'm going to get into something, but let me give the super chat shout outs. We got Bones. Good luck tonight, Arc and VOX. We got Valar. Hello, 99R. He kills great mod shammers, PDO players, sponsors. We got Dow. Let's have some fun tonight. Both teams, let's do this. And we've got 34th birthday for D Money, the Harley Levin Ferrero. What's up, Derek, my man? So I want to say happy birthday to you. I know his birthday is tomorrow, so we want him to have a great birthday. Can you guys do me a favor? Everybody type in chat. Just give Derek a big happy birthday celebration. Unbelievable. And absolutely, Derek has been here as a fan for a long time. So just want you to know, Derek, we appreciate you, and hopefully you have the best birthday that you've ever had. Make it a great one, okay? And enjoy the match. Play some trivia with us tomorrow night. So I'm going to get into PCP standings, but I want to say something to you guys. I got to tell you, hopefully Derek's loving The Walking Dead too. This week of The Walking Dead, and with our trivia and with our game, I am at a really good place. I'm so nostalgic of where our channel is, where we come from. I love Play Dead Live. I love being here with you guys. And then now it's Walking Dead season. And now we've got some other things going on with trivia. So I just want you guys to know it's getting fun again. It is going to be a fun summer. Right? E Beach in the house says he missed the 999 Army. Well, like Pee Wee Herman used to say, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it? Ha! If you miss us so much, why don't you come back and play, Eric? I love you. Love you, Deacon. But get in the game, baby. Take 30 minutes. Get in there. Put a couple moves in. And start the comeback. So we're going to see the Deacon back soon. We're going to see him. So thank you, Deacon. Appreciate you stopping in. He's probably heading to one of them baseball games. So hopefully you're having a great time, Eric. And I see Bones. Bones says, "Happy birthday, awesome kid, Derek." And she also said he is loving the attention. So I mean, that's what your birthday's all about, right? It's about we got to give some extra attention. All right, speaking of attention, I'm going to turn my attention to tonight's PCP points because you guys have been battling really, really hard. You can see, take a look at the Bombers. We got Kel, we got Joey. How does Moonshot keep getting on this list? Can you guys please? He's not there, and then he gets the most gold bars, and now he's creeping up again on y'all. Can nobody hit blocks except for Moonshot? DZ, look at that. We got Crimson Tide and JJ. Crimson Tide staking her claim. We got Julia and Dimes with 7 tires. Julia with a little extra Faust points, but Julia's still leading the charge right now. Submarine, we got JJ, Crimson, and Villar. Cannonball bonus. You don't think the tanks make a difference? Look at that. B-Dub, Justice, Craven Light. Temple, Craven Light got it. Look, he snuck on the list. He creeped in there, the last one to get in. But we got Justice and B-Dub. They're catching you, Justice. Look at page 2. We finally have every single PCP category. Page number 2, we've got Animal and Samurai. Look at the Ruffled Feathers. Jim still leading the charge in kills. A lot of people tied with Stealth Bomber. Julia, JJ, Villar, Justice, Dow. Ron, the only person getting a surrender. Watchtower, Craven up there now. Look at that, Craven and JJ. Craven making his move. Crimson Tide with 3 torches. Vehicle Theft, Ocean Man, and we got the first bullseye, Kel. And you guys all, I need you guys to do me a favor before we get to this. Can you guys please just from this PCP points to the standings in Clash to the standings now with Trivia, it takes a lot for us to put together a production. There's things Kel's doing. There's things Amy's doing. There's a lot of things that I'm doing. But if you guys can just do me a favor, show a little love for Julia, because Julia puts a lot of time and a lot of energy into keeping up with these stats. I think stats are an important part of the game, and it would be so much work if we didn't have somebody doing that. Bones is posting stuff. She's got you guys notified. Kel is getting all the organization, the ledgers, and then Julia behind the scenes doing a lot of stuff with these stats. It is a big, big undertaking. And I keep asking her to do more stuff. When we did the trivia, I'm like, Julia, can you knock out the trivia? We need a top 10. We gotta have this list, and we gotta chart it for 12 weeks. And you know, she's messaging me, putting in that data, like, hey, how's this? How's this? So we appreciate that as well. All of you guys that are a big part of this channel. Big shout out to our green team, all of you guys that are members. Big shout out to our Patreons. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do. All right, Ron, what time is it, Ron? And Ron can't be involved in this, but it's time. It's right. It's roll time, baby. And it's also date night, baby. Both of those things together. Big shout out to Trigger's Army. It is date night for Ranger Chris. Amon, you know the group. We love our group. And then we got roll time. I need Mir and I need Sly. Give me numbers from 1 to 20. Mir and Sly only. We're giving away that pack. Giving away that pack. We do it every faction war. Craven's a smart man. Smart man. He knows. He knows we are due. All right, last couple seconds. If you're not here, you got no chance. All right, I'm rolling them. We're missing a couple people, but we got to do it. All right, I see 4, 7, 9, 13, 15, 20. Good luck. I don't think 6 was one of those numbers. Here comes that 20, though. Watch this. Boom, 20. Nope, 18. Close. 19. All right, I got to do this thing again. 20. Told y'all it was going to happen. Bam. Did I say it? It was going to do it. It was going to do it. It was just a matter of time. I had to get those hot dice out there. Boom. Congratulations, Craven Light. Well done. All right, now I'm going to take you guys to tonight's War Bundle. And I'm going to tell you, Scourge is good. It is good. It's so good. Do you know how? Do you know how I can tell if a pet's good? If it gets Moonshot riled up. That is like the test, right, Craven? If I roll out a pet and Moon gets riled up, then me and Craven know it's a good pet. So here we go. Tonight's bundle, and I'm going to tell you about it. All right. Take you to the silver bundle. We got ASC Iron, Gas Blast by request, Rage Potion by request, 5 post-battle pet revive, Flexite, Zerk, 1 of each of your waxes, Red Bundle, Cursed Red, Krampus, Ravage, Combat Orb, Savage 6, and Summon Skins, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9. I'm going to give you, because this was requested by multiple people, I'm going to give you 2 Terror 10s. Go over to the gold, Cursed Blue, Krampus, Secure, Silver Skin, Fear Smoke, Carb, Gold Summon Skins, Max Seal, Onyx Skins. And if you guys light the board up, I may, for the first time ever, give you 2 Super Thrill Potions. It's the rarest Enrage in the game, or Super Thrill Smoke, sorry. Super Thrill Smoke. If I can see, there we go. I'm going to double it up. That's double T10s and double Super Thrill. They're hard to get. We got recipes out there. They'll be on the auction house a little bit later. But there you go. We're going to double them up because you guys love to use these, especially during Dragonstorm. Green, we've got Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Arc Ice, Prime, Max Spark, Spray, Navy, Moonshine. Up top, Mythic Summon Skin, Colossal and Immortal. Both. And tonight, you've only had dreams about him. He is a bad, bad bunny. I'm going to tell you the dual benefit of perhaps one of the best pets we've rolled out. He is what we call a balancer. It is as effective as when we rolled out Kang. He is almost like the anti-Kang. Number 1, he does a D5. If it hits Boss or Kang, he will damage them for 5% of their health. And he will also lower how many points that boss scores. So if it is the first boss and it's 250 and you play Scourge, it is going to lower it to 245. If you make him red, he is going to do D10 to that boss, and he is going to lower that 250 down to 240. If you have 4 people that hit boss with a red scourge, he's going to take that 250 down to 210. If he's gold, it's going to take 15. If he's mythic, it is going to take 20. 4 mythic scourge could cut more than half the points from a boss from boss 3 on. So if you are behind in the boss game, Scourge is a way to neutralize, to get you a little bit of breathing room and get you back in the game. All right. I think we got several people that want to get them some Scourge. All right, Kel, show us what we got, and then we will get into some action here. Oh, wait till you see the portal and how you can display them. That's coming very soon. I saw the sneak peek for it. It's a lot for her to type. We got, see, I told y'all, that's how you know it's a good pet. You see that? That means it's really good. We got Trigger, Julia, B-Dub, Dimes, Ron, Valar, Flyrod, Ocean Man, Cat, Crimson Dow, Justice, Pope, Bones, Dr. Die, Jim Football, The Mirror Bank, and Kel. Great bundle, great pet. Let's have a great night of action. All right, we're 8:33. We're a few minutes behind. So I'm going to ask all of you guys playing tonight, if you're in tonight's game, if you're starting, if you are, Justice, J-Law, Cat, Dr. Die, Valar, Julia, Dow, Gemstone, give me your pre-match buffs right now. All right, we got J-Law, the Assassin, Mr. Freeze, Gemstone, Dr. Die, Justice, Valar. I think we just waiting on Cat. We're going to give her about 15 more seconds. We're already a few minutes late. So if she doesn't get them typed in, there they are. All right, you guys can see where we got everybody. Let's take you down to the VOX, Crossfire, Vatican, everybody. 2 of the hottest teams in the league battling tonight. Here we go. Tonight's starting lineup. Making her long-awaited debut. That's right, she's back. She's back in the Bomber Zone with a red jersey. J-Law, the wall. J-Law be followed by Gemstone. Diagonally, Gemstone is the captain. She's also sieging. Gem would be followed by Justice in the tank zone. Justice followed by Valar in the tank zone. Valar is going to be followed by Dr. Die. Dr. Die is sieging, and she is a red jersey, and she's in the DZ. Dr. Die will be followed by Dow. Dow's in the DZ. Dow followed by Cat. Cat in the Rover Zone. Cat will be followed by Julia going last in the Rover Zone. Our other red jerseys tonight are Busy Bee, Pope on the bench starting out, Cardinal Chad on the bench, and the captain tonight, Starting out on the bench is Father Ron. Challengers are Julia and I think Dr. Dye, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that's what we got, everybody. Fox has chosen to go first, so we know it's going to be fast. Remember, timers are not challengeable. So let's kick this thing off. And J-Law the Wall, you got 20 seconds, but I'm sure you only need 5. J-Law, you're up. Look at that. Easily. J-Law moves to Fantasy Island. Boston Main Street. Lost Soul to Julia, and they are going to decode Cypher. All right, so this is the Lost Soul Sword. Is that correct? All right, so this is going to hit Julia with a number of skeletons. Now, it doesn't count as multiple attacks because we clarified that with the dungeon. But what it is going to do, it's going to hit her with the number of skeletons equal to her level. Wow, yes, they can. Person can play pet, legend, and no other actions. And that's exactly what she did. All right, so boss to Main Street. Let's start with boss. They're playing boss in 1 with cap in 3. The Lost Soul Sword is going to hit Julia, and it is going to take her absorption. First hit will take her absorption. The rest will damage her. Not a lot of damage, but it is going to take her down to 90%. And they are going to decode Cypher with Dr. Dye, meaning that they're going to see what is on Fantasy Island and decide if they want to take it or if they want to pass. So let's take you down to the mission. We will have a mission tonight, which is good. A little different. All right. VOX. Either Arc or VOX cannot play an absorption potion in either round 1 or round 2. Either VOX or Arc would have to be the first to get to 6 watchtowers. Either VOX or Arc would have to also get 3 or more Kangs. Would you like to take that? Or would you like to pass that? Six watchtowers, 3 Kangs, and go a couple rounds without using absorption. Okay. Now, Arc, you don't have to do it. You could not do it and give them the stealth, or you can do these things. But if you are, the 3 things that you need to do None of your players would be able to use absorption, so we'll find out whether you're going to do it pretty early, right? Get 6 watchtowers before the other team, and make sure that you cap 3 or more Kangs. And it has to be done by the end of round number 5. All right. VOX mixing it up tonight, adding a little interesting stuff there. All right, she did beat the timer. So let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. Potions. Cannot use absorption potion. Go move to their bomber zone. Dark Boss to their chest with a seal. Jim playing Dark Boss in 1. Would cap in 3. Could be worth an extra 25. Jen to the watchtower with an enraged potion, using the standard rage potion, and 2 charges of mass destruction. Ron says wait. Red blue from J-Law. First blue of the game, stopping it. So she gets the DZ, the Dark Boss, the seal, and the mass destruction. The grenade is stopped. Let's go over to Justice. Justice, 20 seconds for you. I'm going to push the timers in round number 1. We got about 6 minutes we need to make up to get back on track. So be ready to go when it's your turn. We got Justice, then we got Valar. Timer's up. Did not beat the time. Oh, he barely got it. Barely got it. Popped up when I was reading it. Get in the tank, which he can do. We'll give him a cannonball for Team VOX. Justice with a cannonball. Boss to their chest. And the boss is out early. Playing in 1 with cap in 3. Seal Spruce, mass destruction 2. Justice going to put out the flame and also play a seal. And he is still in the tank zone. All right, let's go over to Valar. 20-second timer. Game over. Easily beats the timer. Look at Valar. She's going to jump in the tank as well. Valar jumping in the tank. Grabbing a cannonball as well. Congratulations to the cannonball crew. Move to the temple steps. Going to go red pirate to their sub. All right, pirate right there. That sub cannot be released until pirate is killed. Gonna steal Dr. Dye's boss. Gonna flourish wand. So I'm gonna put a absorption right there. It's not a potion, so it would not technically count as an absorption. ABS usage. Green wands are off the board. Going to throw a cadet to the temple fire to put it out. Going to mind flay Dr. Dye so she cannot mass destruction. All right, tank, temple steps. Playing pirate to their sub. Stealing Dr. Die's boss. Flourish wand, seal, cadet, and mind flay. Let's give her a seal. All good. Thank you, Valar. Thank you for being quick with that. Let's go over to Dr. Die. 20-second timer, Dr. Die. We got Die, we got Dal, we got Kat, we got Julia. Arc and Vox, always a lot of fun. Dr. Die is going to move to their DZ. All right. And you did not portal, so I have to charge you for the movement. So she's going diagonal all the way to the other side. Where is the red perch going to be played, or on whom? Pet repel. All right. So the perch is the wrong pet. Can't be played on the watchtower. And you did say perch, so I do have to have you play the perch. I know what you meant, but they're two different pets. So you have to play it on a player, the DZ, or the O zone. And perch will nerf one rage or one madness. So I need a player, the DZ. All right. So she's playing perch. Obviously, she meant to play watcher, but once she plays it, I have to go with it if there is an eligible pet. So perch is going to be in the DZ. As long as perch is alive, any player in this DZ is going to lose a point of rage or madness. Also, they played mind flay, so she cannot play mass destruction. And because you played a smoke and not a legend, there is no penalty for it, but you can play another ability. And I'm going to give you the Elmo to the watchtower with the rage. All right, so she does light a watchtower, but if you want to play another ability, go ahead and type that, and I'll give you 10 points for the Elmo. All right, we got to move on. We got to pass. I'm moving over to, okay, she's going to play render. Who are you going to render? I need a target. All right, Julia, sacrifice a scoring pet. While Julia's sacrificing a scoring pet, Dow, you got a 20-second timer starting now. Julia's going to sacrifice Cinder. Dow beats the timer easily. Thank you for that. Mythic Kang to their boss, Jin E7. To Watchtower. Pure Smoke die. with, go ahead and finish your move because obviously you cut it off. So I'll let you finish the remainder of the move. I'm going to get Mythic Kang. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. All right. Playing an E7. Gen Grenade. What type of grenade is that? E7 MD? Right, what's the MD? Okay. All right. You guys got to help me tonight. I get you guys are excited, but you got to help me out a little bit. I'm trying to decipher, and it's pretty bad right now. Okay, Mythic Kang to boss, I get it. Jen, I get it. Mass Destruction, fine. Watchtower and Fear Smoke, okay. Mass Destruction is 2. Ron, you got a E7 Jen to the Watchtower, and you got a Fear Smoke to Dr. Die. Typically, we put the rage in front of the grenade and the ability at the end. All right, so they're going to stop both of them. J-Law is going to pawn off the Fear Smoke, and Justice is going to use Legendary Horus. So neither get through. Dow gets to Kang. He gets the Mass Destruction, and the rest shut down by Ron. All right, I'm going to move it over to Cat. Cat, 20-second timer. All right, beats the timer. Thank you for that. I mean, we're beating timers. We just got to get our moves where they're not confused. All right, Cat jumping into Rover. Let's give her a tire. That means we will unlock the Sentry Gun because we got one of each. All right, in the Rover, go to the Temple. Going to go Scold to Julia. It hits. All right, when she goes Scold to Julia, she's going to get a absorption. They're going to light Watchtower number 2. Julia taking 10% from Scold. I got her down to 80%. Going to drop a seal. Going to light Watchtower number 3. 3 Watchtowers to 0. Go ahead and reset their Watchtower. Give her points for the Elmo. And the Mass Destruction, all good. All right, and last move of the first round, Julia, 20 seconds. Beats it pretty easily. She's going to play Sleet Wand to their wall. Going to go ahead and freeze that first one. And playing the Ice Wand. Ice is off the board. Hop in the Rover. She's hopping. Watch her hop. Hopping just like Scourge, the rabbit. Getting a tire. Both teams unlock the sentries. Joey's going to move into the temple. Mythic Kang. Valar was at the steps, so let's move Valar down a little bit. Make room for Julia to come in here. Mythic Kang to Jim's boss. Could be worth 63 if you cap it. Going to go heal and seal. And F5 Snowstorm, bringing the big heat with the grenade. And some mass destruction. J-Law with the prevention. Sleet's good. Hop in's good. Moving to the temple. Mythic Kang. Heal and seal. Going to take Julia back to 90% of her health. F5 Snowstorm is shut down, and she does get the mass destruction. And that is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, I've got Kat with a blessing. I've got Julia with a blessing. I got Dow with a halo. I got Dr. Dye with a halo. Gemstone. Dimming their Dragonstone. Dr. Dye dimming their Dragonstone in the DZ. Both Rovers occupied the temple in round number 1. Strawman is 0-0. And DZ is 0-0 as well. All right. Made up a little time. Let's keep it going. Let's make up even more time in round 2. J-Law to wall, 20 seconds for you starting right now. Easily beats it. Thank you for that. We're going to make up a lot of time in this round. Get back in rhythm here. J-Law, Mythic Kang could be worth 63 to her own boss. Seal and Thrill, going to Gold Spark Julia. Gold Spark's going to lower Julia's damage, make her a little smaller there. Rage, St. Elmo loaded to the Watchtower with mass destruction. And they're going to light up Watchtower number 4 for Team VOX and another Elmo. All right, we got the mass destruction. Let's kick it over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Jim. Timer's up. She beats the timer. She's going to move to their O-zone. There is a movement penalty to go from the bomber zone to the O-zone. So depending on what she does, we may have to take an attack out. So here we go. Moves, DZ, down, across the bridge, O-zone. All right, movement. Gold Kang to her boss is good. Gold Kang, if it caps, could be worth 55. Shifting Winds Wand to take the Seal and Thrill from J-Law. Jim, you have to give that to Dow. He's the only eligible target. So she's taking the shifting winds from J-Law and moving it over to Dow. Everybody else on arc has a seal, so she can't steal a seal that's going to resolve. Even though she's throwing a grenade, because she's using the wand to get it, it's not like playing a seal smoke. E3, Jen to the watchtower and hinder cat for a -2. So shifting winds is going to take the air wand out, Ron. So, Ron, you got an E3 Jen to the watchtower. Yes or no? He says it hits. She didn't use a spark. She did not use a legendary. So there's no movement penalty. All right. So let's light the first watchtower for Team Arc. And Jim, you can direct 10% damage. Where would you like to direct it? A boss, a player, or your wall? Jim, I need a target for the 10% damage from the Jen grenade. All right, going to J-Law. J-Law taking you down to 90%. Gonna hellfire you. Hellfire J-Law. Gonna get the damage. I thought you were Hulk Smash. Now you're Hellfire. All right. Speaking of a little bit of Hellfire, Justice gonna bring some Hellfire. 20 seconds, Justice. Beats the timer. Justice is going to rage Elmo to the watchtower and render Julia. Julia, sack a pet. Jim, let me know if that rage 1 Elmo hits. Julia going to sacrifice Gideon. And it hits. We got watchtower number 4. And let's go to Valar. 20 seconds, Valar. Super fast, Valar. Thank you for that. You guys are catching us up. Appreciate everybody playing fast all of a sudden. Mythic Kang to their boss with a little pet repel. Valar playing at Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. S6 Snowstorm with Misery to Dr. Die. And that is going to be a 6, 7, 8 because of her tank rage. S8 Snowstorm, Father Ron. Or like they said in Die Hard, Ron, when you run out of preventions. Where are you going to go now? You're running out of table. Double evoke from Dr. Die. That's where they're going. And she is the red jersey using her second and final legendary. So Valar going with the S8 Snowstorm. We're going to cut it to an S4. Then we're going to cut it to an S2. And then we're going to cut the damage and the damage. S2, naval grenade. With mass destruction. Double evoke is enough. With the mass destruction, we're going to add 6% to that. It's going to get a little higher than a naval grenade, but a S2 Navy grenade with mass destruction is not going to take down a full black block. You do take down 80% of the black block. And that means specialty grenades will not finish the job, and the first snowstorm will not. Oh, wait a minute. Valar with the intaglio. No, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. Now we're talking a different language. Valar out of nowhere. That's a big move. Valar adding an extra 2, that is going to get the job done. That's going to take down a black block. Talio played after resolution. Perfectly played situation. My hat's off. That is going to give us a black block and 60% of the green block, taking them down to 40 green. And we're going to do a die roll to see a second block that is now going to be frozen. Ten-sided die. 1 wouldn't count because block number 1 is already frozen. It is block number 6. So we got block number 1 frozen and block number 6 frozen. And Julie, going to use Chromica for 10 points. Good use of a legendary. Good use of a Crypt Dragon. Both smart plays. I don't fault either person for that. All right. Dr. Dye, that was a strong move. Who knew Valar was going to come out with intaglio? All she needed was a black block, right? Here we go. 20 seconds, Dr. Dye. Timer's up. Let's see if she beat it. Did not beat the timer this time around. That's okay. If you miss the timer sometimes, make sure you get it right. But we are going to start a Nerf timer. Let me know if there's... Okay. All right, she's Mythic Kang to her boss. Or Mythic Kang to the Main Street boss, sorry. Mythic Kang, Dr. Dye, could be worth 63. Little Dragon Smoke. Nice move there. That is going to ensure that this one is not bullseyed. Yep. Mythic Kang is going to become a good challenge. Misery to Dr. Die. Nice call out. That is going to take that down to a red Kang. Which will make that 50 points if it caps. A hinder to Jim, give Jim a -2. And E3 St. Elmo to the Watchtower Gemstone. It hits, and that is Watchtower number 6. Which effectively means the mission has been secured. First to get 6 Watchtowers was VOX. So VOX will also get a 50-point mission bonus, and they will get the Stealth Bomber in the final round of the game. Oh. Get you guys to the right field. Sorry. All right, so we get another Watchtower. We'll reset them. Only 3 to go for Team VOX. 50-point mission. And somebody will get a Top Gun. So Mythic Kang becomes Red Kang. Dragon Smoke is good. They got the points for the Elmo and going to hinder Gemstone. All right, let's kick it over to Dow. Dow, 20 seconds for you. We got Dow, Kat, and Julia. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. All right, we're going to start. All right. So he did beat the timer. So I'm not going to charge him on the missed timer because submarine, the sub. Actually, I am. I have to. Sorry. Because we did say after the last game. What did you type? Did you type sub or did you type submarine? You had to type sub, right? All right. I do have to charge you for the missed timer because I hit somebody on it last game, so I want to stay consistent. You guys have to type submarine. If you type sub, it will not show up. It is a flagged word. And we've given people breaks on it for a couple weeks. So I do have to charge you the missed timer. All right, so he is going to release the boat. Now, he is a tank. So as a tank, I think we're 2 blocks next turn and preventable. Do you guys have that in front of you? I'm going to have to go back and refer to it because it's not often you guys release with your class. Two blocks, second turn, and it is preventable if you choose to do that. All right, so Dow's releasing this sub toward his wall, and next turn, that could be worth 2 blocks to his team. All right, thank you guys for that. No wave award. Only way you get a wave is to use it on the straw man or use it on the temple. All right, let's go over to Cat. 20 seconds, Cat. Beats the timer. Going to move to their DZ. Talon Justice. Going to lose his tank. Inside the temple. Going to play Absorption. Get a second stack of Absorption. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower. All right. Movement's good. Talon's good. Absorption's good. She can't play the E3. So it's a double potion. So Dow, do you still want to use the pain for a Elmo with no juice on it? Up to you. All right. So Elmo to the Watchtower is going to light a Watchtower. Give her the 10 points for the Elmo, so that's number 7. I got a 5-point penalty for Team VOX. Dr. Dye earlier played Mass Destruction when she couldn't, and now Cat playing a second potion when she can't. It's a -5, Ron. And Julia sacrificed the Cinco. Cinco is a scoring pet. It's worth 5 points. I don't know if anybody sacrificed that yet. So, good call. No, it's a good call. It's the first time I've thought about it, and I had to look it up. It is worth 5 points. So, everybody watching, Cinco is able to be rendered. I learned something new. All right. And they are going to use a prevention, Ron, instead of a redirect. So the Elmo is stopped. All right. Crazy move, but DZ, Talon, double potion, thrown to the watchtower. Dow prevents it. Julia does that, and Julia getting her move in on time. Move to the rover zone. Pet repel. Arc Spark, going to play Mythic Vessel to boost the rage of her rover. St. Elmo loaded to the wall with Hinder. So, Ron, she's playing Mythic Vessel. That is going to give her rage for her rover, +1. But it's also going to give her a 1-round rage effect. So a permanent 1. But then because it's mythic, she's getting a bonus 3. So that is rage 4 plus the 6 is a 10. She is gold sparked. She's playing the arc spark, not the blue spark. So it will impact the damage, but not the rage. All right, Die's going to medic page 3. So this is almost like a double evoke because Julia's gold sparked, so the damage from the grenade is going to be cut. But then after that, we get all the rage. Well, then Dr. Die is going to take half that damage and direct it to herself. So 10 will stay at 10, but the grenade will cut from an Elmo to a Cataclysm, S10 Cata, and half of that damage will be directed to Die, and half of it will be directed to the wall. So you got 40% of a green block. Not quite a double evoke. Double evoke would have hit both. So it's kind of like a quarter of evoke. Finish off the 40% green. Blue block. All right. Finish off the 40% green. Green block. Blue block. All right. That is it. That is end of round number 2. Captains, give me your subs. Why you give me your subs? I got a blessing for Justice. Valar and her tank are going to rotate into the temple. I got a blessing for Valar. Dr. Die with a second halo. Dow with a second halo. Cat with a halo. Strawman 0-0. DZ. Looks like 25 VOX, 0 for Arc. All right, I got Pope for Dow. Trigger for J-Law, Ron for Die. Good job, Dr. Die. Siege in it. Ron heading to the DZ. And we've got Trigger for J-Law. Good job, J-Law. Great to see you in the game as well. Love all these new faces. This is fun stuff, man. All right, looks like the lineup is going to be Trigger, Jim, Justice, Villar, Ron, Pope, Kat, Julia. Kat's going to lose her smoke, but she'll keep her absorptions. Dow sub will hit on Pope's turn. So before we get to Trigger's move, J-Law's boss is going to cap. And I've got a 50-point Kang and a 63-point Kang. 113 in Kangs, VOX. Give me a second. I'll get us back on track in 1 second. This is going to be another quick round. I'm going to push everybody. Remember, timers are 20 seconds. We're still about 5 minutes behind, so be ready to go. Round number 3, everybody. Trigger. 20-second timer starting now. Beats the timer. Thank you so much. All right, starting out with Rambo. And I did not add your cyborgs to your inventories. Thank you for telling me now, everybody. Huh. I'm surprised nobody pointed out their cyborgs were not in their inventory. And that's a little bit of a heartbreaker. That is probably one of the biggest attacks ever in the game. It kills all Kangs. All right, kills all enemy Kangs in play. That means all 4 of these Kangs are dead for Team Arc. That's about a 200-point save right there. Jim's Kang, Villar's Kang, Dow's Kang, and Julia's Kang all off the board. I'm kind of, wow. All right, and you can't play any Kangs this round. Dark Boss to Main Street. Trigger playing Dark Boss. In 3 would cap in 5. Luna Lamp to Justice. Justice, that is 3 H9s you can play. Elmo to the Watchtower, Mass Destruction. Going to steal Jim's Dominari. And Max Spark Julia to slow her down. All right, so let's give Julia this Max Spark to slow her. And Rage to the Watchtower is going to be Watchtower number 7. Rambo, Dark Boss, Luna. Rage, St. Elmo. Mass Destruction, Steal a Pet, Max Spark, Julia. All legal, all allowed. Let's go to Gemstone. Jim, 20-second timer. Jim is going to cap her boss. 1 flag to 1. Beats the timer easily. Jim, going to move over to their DZ. Right here beside Ron. And there were some dimmed Dragon Stones as well. So Jim had dimmed that. Cyborg Gronk, the Main Street boss, going to cut that down to 50%. Trigger's boss sitting at 50. I'm assuming Dragon Smoke means Dragon Blood. Or vice versa. Okay. Jim's got her own new item there. I'm going to put some Dragon Blood on it. There you go. Going to squaw that thing. All right. Mythic Kang, standard ammo, whammo, with a bullseye and an arc spark. What is the target? That bird. All right. I kind of figured. So, Ron, you got a, go ahead, Julia, challenge. Ron, you got a bullseye shot and a mythic cane coming to you. All right. No Dragon Smoke. It is a Dragon Blood ability. Okay? You got it. So Dragon Blood, yep. You guys are right. I'm wrong. Dragon Blood is going to add that rage when attacking a pet. It is a gear ability. And she did get the pet repel too. All right. So Ron, Mythic Cane hits, I'm assuming, and Trigger playing Dark Psycho. All right, Mythic King is still going to take Trigger's bird from 50. Down to 35%. Bullseye effect on that sucker. Bird and sucker. I made a new word. And Jim, you cannot play a legacy item on your next move because of the Dark Psycho. All right, so they do stop the shot. First Psycho for Team VOX. So let me recap for you guys. She moves good, Gronk's good, Kane hits. The shot is stopped with the Psycho, but there's a bullseye effect. All right, so let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer, Justice. All right, beats the timer. Justice going to drop Stasis on Valar. Going to Dragon Smoke. Take care of that ozone layer. Max Spark Julia to keep her stuck where she's at in the rover zone. She cannot be stunned again the remainder of the game. F5 Elmo to the Watchtower. And Misery has to be on Valar. Okay? So Valar, you're under the effect of Misery, which is going to lower the grade of your next pet by 2. So if you play a mythic something, it's going to lower it down to a red. F5 Elmo to the Watchtower. Elmo 7 is going to light Watchtower number 8. Stasis is good. Dragon Smoke, Max Spark sticks Julia. F5 Elmo is good to the Watchtower, and a Misery to Valar. All right, let's go from Justice over to Valar. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Can't play Mythic Cane because you have Stasis. So I'll give a warning to Team Arc for an ineligible play. She's going to activate the Legendary Shrine. Going to Max Spark trigger. Big shot, going to be Gold Psycho. Going to haunt Justice to lower his damage. Dragon Smoke. All right. Going to play the Shrine. Make the Temple Chamber disappear. Justice. That section disappears, and it will reappear at the end of this turn. So it disappears for this turn, then it'll reappear. So you're not there. Gold Psycho from Cat. That's the second and final Psycho. No pet. Activate Shrine. Justice is out of the temple. Max Spark triggered is slower. Dragon Smoke is good. Big shot, shut down, and a haunt. All right. Ron, temple reappears on your turn, and you have 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Gonna send Boss to stack Main Street. So we got one Boss almost dead, 35%, and then we got Ron's Boss. Two pets tied up. Gonna turn Julia into a warrior. Gonna play a pet repel. Julia's probably like, if I had $1 for every time I got turned into a warrior. E3 Trixie to the pirate and the black block with mass destruction. What is he preventing? Both? All right. So the Trixie shut down, prevention and a mythic blue. First blue of the game. Ron used an absorption. Remember, that's a 30. So Ron's preventing. He has gear absorption. This is his first turn. And a regular absorption means he keeps all his health, but he loses both his ability and his absorption. Ron playing Boss on Main Street in 3 would cap in 5. And Justice Boss did cap on his turn, so that's a second flag. 2 flags to 1. All right, and after Ron, let's go over to the Pope. 20-second timer. On Pope's turn, 2 of those blocks are going to be destroyed. Ron, does it hit? And the timer's up. So Ron, submarine only. Okay, submarine does hit. We've confirmed that, and then we'll get to Pope's move in a second. So that's going to take that wall, arc already down into red. It's the neat thing about this game. You can do it multiple ways. 2 more blue blocks. Pope going to go boss to their chest. Playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. And S8 sixes, red gel super whammo, mirror smoke to Main Street boss, and max spark trigger. Trigger stuck in place. Check the damage on sixes. Yeah. Super whammo, good. Weapon needs some love. But does have a bullseye effect for the extra damage. Now, mere smoke to Ron's boss or to Trigger's boss. Where's the mirror smoke going? Pope, Arc, anybody? You guys hear me okay? All right, Trigger's boss. All right, boss to their chest. S8, red gel, super whammo, mirror smoke to that boss. But they had the bullseye effect. With the bullseye effect, Pope getting the ruffled feather and killing the boss that got Gronk. Now, the reason that was important was because the mirror smoke was on that boss, not on Ron's boss. So the mirror smoke goes away. Pope does get a ruffled feather, and Trigger's boss is dead. First feather, 25 ruffled feather bonus. Bullseye is off the board. And let's go from Pope over to Cat. 20-second timer, Cat. Beats the timer. Cat's going to move to the rover zone. Going to go boss to their chest. Cat playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. Pet Repel. Trixie the Pirate and the Wall. And going to play Misery on Julia. All right, Glacier from Pope. So you're going to freeze your wall. Okay. So he's using Glacier, so that hits. That can be used anytime. That has no effect on the Trixie. So the Trixie hits. Kills the pirate, breaks the block. Pirate is dead. Frozen block is unfrozen. Alex is using Glacier to freeze their wall for this next attack to make it double damage. Glacier either cuts your damage in half or freezes your wall for the next turn to double the damage that you deal to it. All right, let's go to Julia. She is under the effect of Misery, and you got 20 seconds. Beats the timer. All right, Julia's playing a brand new legendary. This one's a good one, too. So we got to see a good Rambo play. We just got to see a really good legendary play, too. So Stargate moves her out of a stun and moves her vehicle as well. So it's like a mini teleport, and she's going to move to her DZ with the rover. Yeah. That's what it does, Ron. Stargate instantly warps you and your vehicle to another zone on the map, breaks any non-cyborg stun. Core to trigger. Julia, you don't have a target for Dragon Smoke, so I will allow you to play another smoke because you only have one, and that has already been relit. So it's not a valid target. All right, so Ron, we know the Stargate happened. She moved to the DZ. She's going to play Vines to trigger, Core to trigger. And the wall was frozen. Ron's smart. He's like, I'm going to use a blue. That would reach, and that wall was frozen for that turn. It will thaw now. And has a perfect time for Ron to use the gold blue, second blue of the game. They have one remaining. Julia's bringing the heat there. And Julia, the gold from the gold blue would break your seal. Trigger under the effect of Vines, which means she is no longer max sparked. But we will take trigger down to 90%, and Core will hit her and take her down to 80%. And that is a trigger pet, and that is going to ignite Julia and give her bonus damage from her trigger pet. And that is the final move of round number 3. At the end of round number 3, DZ is 25 to 25. Strawman, 0-0. Valar with a blessing. Julia going to use absorption. Fine. Keeps her health. No blessing for VOX. Jim dimming the Dragonstone with the siege. Everything else looks like we are pretty much caught up on. Crazy game so far. Not sure how this one's going to go. Sometimes you guys confuse me. All right, trigger, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. We're going to start a nerf timer. Another 20 seconds right now. Timers are speeding up, y'all. She does beat the timer. She can now move, so she's going to move to the temple steps. Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Going to hinder Jim. Jim now with a -4. She cannot be hindered further. F5 Elmo to the Watchtower is going to light Watchtower number 9. Congratulations to Trigger, getting the 9 award, 25 points, and also getting 100 Watchtower bonus points. Steps, Kang, Elmo, and a hinder. All right, let's go from trigger over to gemstone. 20 seconds, Jim. Timer's up. Beat the timer. She's going to move to their rover zone. Going to go Gold Gideon. We're a minus 24. F4 Elmo with Echo. And the hinder never affects what you need for a watchtower. As long as you meet the requirement, it will affect the damage. So pushing a point of Echo over to Valar. And the Elmo is enough. That's the second watchtower. And we get an Elmo through for Ark. Ark used to be the king of Elmos. I was going to call him St. Elmo's Fire for a while. All right, let's go over to Justice. Justice, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the timer. He's going to go to the temple. Mythic Kang Duran's boss. 63 if it caps. Pet Repel. S6 Snowstorm loaded to the wall. You cannot hinder Gem. She's max hindered, so you have to direct that to another player. That is another negative 5 points for Team VOX. Ineligible target. Back-to-back hinders, guys. Gold blue from Jim. Each team has one blue remaining. Gold from the gold blue would break Justice seal. Going to put the hinder on Julia. Julia is a -2. All right, let's go from Justice over to Valar. 20 seconds, Valar. I need a target for the grenade. I'm going to play red Primus, F5 Goliath, and hinder Cat. Adding bonus damage from the Primus. Cat's now -4. She's maxed hindered as well. Ron, does the F5 Goliath hit with the Primus damage boost? Valar, target. Wall. Does hit. Mass destruction and bonus from Red Primus. Valar, nice shot. One of the better grenade shots we've seen today. Red block, 30% of a red block. You got 70 red remaining. Let's go from Valar over to Ron. 20 seconds, Ron. Ron beats the timer. Mythic Kang to Cat's boss. Mixing it up a little bit. Ron playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. Making sure they get that lit up. Inferno to Strawman. Absorb. And going to hinder Julia. Now Julia's got a -4. All right, Ron lighting Strawman #1 and using absorption and losing the absorption immediately. Kang is good. Dragon Smoke is good. Grenade is good. Absorption's good. And hinder is good. Let's go from Ron. I agree, Craven. It's getting good. Look at Ron over to the Pope. Pope. 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Oh, look at the Pope. Pope sneaky snaking, Ron. He waited for you guys to kill Pirate for him so he could pirate your boat. Nice move. Release the sub. And going to wash Justice away. Justice is waterlogged, cannot be brought back. Pope getting a wave award. And outside of the temple. Let's go over to Cat. 20 seconds, Cat. Cat's working hard. Driving that rover. Because y'all know, working too hard can give you a cat attack. You ought to know by now. All right, let's go. Timer is up. She didn't make it, and she had bonus seconds. Failure to get the move in on time. We got Kat, and then we got Julia. I would love to write the recap for this match. I can't wait for the portal. I'm going to get a volunteer who's going to write like a newspaper and give you guys some nice updates, so you guys can capture some of these wonderful moves. All right, nerf timer for Kat. Can't take 40 seconds per move. We got to speed this thing up, guys. There it is. Go to the bomber zone. Ion Valar from the temple to the no zone. Seal and thrill. F5 snowstorm loaded to the wall. Jim says, wait. Right trigger, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome to log in the portal, see front page, like a newspaper, and then read about what happened the night before. Gold blue from Julia, final blue of the game for Team Arc. Going to break one of Kat's million absorptions. And stops the grenade shot. All right, final move of the first half. Julia, from your rover, from the DZ, 20 seconds. Julia's going to move to the tank zone. Julia, always good at using this pet. She's one of the best in the game at using Sirs. Getting rid of all those debuffs that she had on her. And she's going to go F4 glitch grenade. Ron says, wait. Gold blue from Cat. All teams out of blues, y'all. That was going to be a crafty attack, too. Ron's lucky he stopped it. Moved to tank zone, Sir. Super thrill. F4 glitch to the wall. She had her vessel, so obviously she would have destroyed that wall. And Ron knew it. All right, that is halftime. Round number 5, everybody. Give me your second half subs. We got 3 rounds remaining, and this is going to be an epic thriller down to the very end. Sentry guns are lit up for both teams. Trigger rotating into the temple. Blessing for Team VOX. Ron with a halo. Pope with a halo. Strawman, 5 points for VOX. 0 for ARC. DZ, 0, 0. All right, we got VOX is staying the same, but Chad's going to the ozone. Busy and Sheila coming in. Busy for Pope, Shaman in the ozone. All right. Looks like we're going to have Trigger, Jim, Justice, Villar, Ron, Busy, Cat, Julia, Cardinal, and the Shaman. 2 rounds, 5 players. Take a quick look at the map, make sure we're good. Does appear we are good. Trigger, 20 seconds, sorry, for you. Beats the timer. She's going to go to the temple. Talon Justice to the temple as well. Nice 1-2 shot there. S6 Rapture loaded to the wall. Jim says, I think we'll let that one hit. I'm okay. S6 Rapture. Black block, green block, and a teardrop. All right, this is a snowstorm block, and the other one is a teardrop. Know the difference. All right, let's kick it over to Gemstone. Jim, 20 seconds for you. It is, Crave. It really is a close match. This thing can go either way. That's kind of what you expect when you play at VOX. They're always going to play tough at home. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. We're going to start a second nerf timer. No need. She got it in for the second nerf timer. She's going to move to their tank zone. Going to put Ward on busy. Put a little dust smoke on Ron. And Villar did lose her stasis, by the way. It went away at halftime. I knew it was up there somewhere. Jim with F5 Elmo to the watchtower. Jim is going to light watchtower number 3. And we'll reset it. And an Elmo. All right, after Jim, let's go over to the great Buford T. Justice. 20 seconds, Justice. Timer is up. Can Justice stay hot? He hasn't missed one yet. And he doesn't miss this one either. All right, Justice playing Thraxus. So we get to see his War Dragon. So Justice, who are you going to target for that E3 bonus in round 6? This is the House of the Dragon prequel. Justice going to target himself. There you go. Justice will get a E3 bonus in the Dragonstorm round. All right, Jim, you got S8 Goliath loaded to the wall with a thrill, and she's like, let's redirect that. Smart move. And Ron, they have 1.7 red remaining. Is it going to hit? Use a prevention on it. All right. Wall stays up. Prevention is used. All right, let's go from Justice over to Villar. 20 seconds, Villar. All right. Villar says, guess what? I got a Thraxus myself. Villar moving to the temple steps. She doesn't have a tank any longer. Oh, Villar. Come on, Villar. You got to know by now. I'm going to ask you this question. You can. Who's your target? Here's what I'm going to say, okay? Villar moves to the steps. War Dragon Thraxus. Drop Fear Smoke. Are you dropping Fear Smoke? Or are you targeting a player with Fear Smoke? Okay. I'm not going to make you burn an attack on it because you didn't choose a player. You just wasted a Fear Smoke, though. So Villar moves to the stairs. She drops the Fear Smoke. She didn't pick a player. If she would have set a player, she would have had to throw it into the temple and waste her attack. So it is a wasted smoke. It does count. Gold Spark Justice, which she can. So, Ron, with all that being said, we're going to give Julia +3 in the next round. You got a S8 monster to the wall with Echo. And a Gold Spark to Justice. And a wasted Fear Smoke. It hits. And a lot of overkill, but you can't stop everything. So Ron figured, it's just a matter of time. Let's let him burn a whole lot to get that one wall. And that's what happened. Villar with a gold bar. Congratulations, Villar. Taking down the wall. We said these games can change quickly. 50 bonus points in the first wall of the night. All right, before we get to Ron's turn, Ron is going to cap on Main Street. And I've got 2 Mythic Kangs, Ron, for Team VOX. It's going to be another 126. And flag number 3. Three flags to 1. All right, Ron, you got a 20-second timer. Timer's up. He beats it. Gonna go Mythic Stasis to Busy. Can't play it. Okay. He can play it. Okay, so Ron, here's what happens. He says Trixie, Ward, and the wall. So Ron has to leave the DZ and go to this point right here. Then he's going to play an F4 Trixie aimed at Busy's Ward first and then the wall. And if the ward dies, he's playing Mythic Stasis on Busy and then Arc Ice to their wall. So, Jim, you got an F4 Trixie going to Busy's ward and also to the wall. And then we'll put a little bit of Arc Ice right there, which doesn't mean anything until there's a second one. Second one would put an absorption, slow it down. Sheila's going to prevent the Trixie to the ward. And the other one's going to hit. It's going to be an F4 Trixie with Ron's Dust Smoke. Which is going to take that green block, Ron, with 10 charges of mass destruction. It's going to take a third of a green block. You got 67 green remaining. Ain't going to get much out of a Trixie. So no Mythic Stasis. Arc Ice is good. And a Trixie at least gets a prevention out in the open. All right. Speaking of Busy, before Busy goes, Pope is going to cap his boss. And I've got, that is the second flag for Team Arc. 3 flags to 2. And Busy, 20-second timer, starting now. Rabbit Face easily beats the timer. Gonna send boss to their chest. Rabbit Face playing boss in 3. I'm sorry, playing boss in 5. Cap in 7. I'm going to go standard ammo, blue gel. The straw man to put it out. And Tigers to their wall. Gonna nerf the damage and slow it down. So Ron, you got a blue gel to the straw man. We're going to go ahead and put it out. Straw men are extinguished. All right, let's go from Busy Bee. Cat will cap a Mythic Kang and a boss. That is boss number 4. Another 63. Cat's going to move to the tank zone. Over there by Jim. Gold Gideon. Going to fear smoke Jim. M7 Goliath loaded to the wall. And you can't use the pet score ability because your pet is not scoring. It's reducing points, so the pet score cannot be used on Gideon. Actually, the pet, hang on. You might be able to. Hold off on that for a second. You can use it on Gideon. It's going to be a minus 29. An M7 Goliath loaded to the wall. All right, so let's fear Jim out of the tank zone. Put her there. All right, busy playing the Tigress. Two attacks on that wall. It's going to be nerfed 25%. 5 Kata. So this will stay. But with the mass destruction boost of 10%, that means that'll only be 15% effective. Green block. Blue block. 10% of a blue block. You got 90 blue remaining. And that Tigress does stay there. On the blue block. So you got 90 blue, and that next attack on the blue will be nerfed. All right, let's go from Cat over to the Assassin. 20 seconds, Julia. Beats the timer. She's going to move right over to the bomber zone. Not far to walk. All dragon stones will be lit for next round, so both teams will participate. And Talon Karen back. Put her back in the tank zone. Thrill, S8 Monster loaded to the wall with Echo. Justice going to intervene. All right, moves to the bomber. Talon's carrying back. S8 Monster, Thrill with Echo. And the intervene. All right, 2 more players in this round. Let's go over to the Cardinal, 20-second timer. Timer's up. All right, so first of all, Julia, you and Ron are smoking the same thing. And I'm going to tell you, I don't want to intervene in this game because it's a close game. Busy played a boss to their chest. Okay? Not to Main Street. Everybody in agreement with that? Main Street has been open for 2 rounds while you guys misread. Chad just played boss to their chest. So there is nothing to challenge, except for nobody is on Main Street. So Chad playing boss to their chest. Playing it in 5 would cap in 7. So we got Busy on their chest this round. We got Chad on the other chest. And there was something else left out. But we've got E3 Elmo to the Watchtower with mass destruction and a seal. The Watchtower is not a valid target. There are no more Watchtowers. So, because it's not a valid target, I have to have you redirect it to a valid target. So I need another target for Chad. And he is not in the turret. VOX, I need to redirect that Elmo. All right, he's going to redirect it to the wall. Jim, does that Elmo still hit? All right. It's an E3. There's a tiger still up there. You got 90% of a blue block and a 25% nerf. You do get the 10 points from the Elmo. E2 Carnage Grenade is the equivalent with 12 charges of mass destruction. Barely take down the rest of that blue block. Well, you didn't have anything left to spare. Luckily, you had the mass destruction. All right, so you do get that one block down, barely. But it stops, and now you got a snowstorm to deal with. So not smooth sailing. But if you wouldn't have got that block down, it would have been another attack, and that would have been some disaster. All right, so we've got the final move of round number 5. Shaman Sheila. 20 seconds. All right, this looks like a pretty thought out move here. She's going to jump into turret. Good move. Main Street, big mistake to leave Main Street open, and the Shaman just capitalized in a big way. False to Main Street from Sheila. In 5 would cap in 7. Banish Wand Valar. Valar cannot be lifted or knocked back from where she's at. Nirvana Wand is off the board. Seal and Thrill. Blue Spark. Gideon loaded to the wall with mass destruction. You got a Gideon. You got an E2 bonus from the turret. Got a point of echo. Julia sent down. And we're up to 8 mass destruction. And there's no such thing as a Gideon loaded. So I'm going to ask you again what type of grenade it is. Gideon is a pet. All right. Goliath loaded. So that is a 3, 4, 5, and Ron says it hits. It is a E5 Goliath with mass destruction. It dissipates the arc smoke that's there. Black block, green block. $25 of a green block. Team Arc, 75 green remaining. And that is the end of the round. At the end of the round, we've got a halo for Busy. DZ points, Arc 25, Vox 0. Strawman, 0-0. Temple, Justice and Trigger with a blessing. We've got Gemstone with 100 siege points. Blessings given, halos given, all is given. Round number 6, everybody. This is Dragon Storm. All right, Dragon Storm. We got a couple people with some bonuses given to themselves. We're going to roll it for Dragon Storm and see what the Dragons want us to do tonight. We've seen some 4s in this prior. Oh, I'm not rolling a 20. Sorry, my bad. 20? That's going to be a hell of a Dragon Storm. A lot of rage there. Huh. I can't pick up my dice. What's going on here? There we go. All right, let's try this again. Dragon Storm is. Oh, that was anticlimactic. All right, it's 1. We got 1 rage, so do your worst. Trigger. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Trigger going to use Ancient. Curtis to the wall. Blue Spark, M7 Goliath loaded to the wall with Echo. And sends some Torment over to Villar. Gemstone does a hit. Does hit. Curtis is big. So the Curtis breaks that block. And now it opens the gate for M7 Goliath, Blue Spark, Echo, and the Rapture. Trigger bringing the wall heat right there, and the Dragon Storm Rage. Knocking out the blue. Teardrop in the red. Taking a red, and 50% of a red trigger. Best wall hit so far with that Rapture. You got 1.5 red blocks remaining. All right, let's go to Gemstone. 20 seconds, Jim. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Red sender for points. Going to send Torment over to Ron. Jim moving over in range of the wall. Ron does a hit. S8. Bloodlust. 9, 10, 11. 12. Double mythic sonars, so it does hit. And Ron going to use a couple sonars. Going to be a 40% nerf. $12 and 8 charges of mass destruction. Makes it an M7. M7 Navy Grenade. It's a nice Navy grenade. Green block. That was 75 green off the board. 80% of a blue block. You got 20% blue remaining. So 2.2 blue blocks on the arc side. 1.5 red blocks on the VOX side. Ron shutting it down in a big way with those mythic sonars. Let's go over to Justice. 20 seconds, Justice. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Going to go red Nolan. Pope is not in the game. So give me another target who is in the game. Send a Torment over to Busy. Jim says, wait, H9 Monster loaded to the wall with Echo. Little more grenade than Jim, less rage than Jim because she used the Bloodlust. So it is going to be a 9, 10, 11 Monster. And we got a Mythic and a Gold Sonar. 35% nerf. And he has +3. Good call. $14. S7. Monster. Cataclysm. S7 Cataclysm with Mass Destruction is going to get you 1.5 walls. Justice taking down 1.5 red blocks and then some. Justice with the wall and the gold bar. Villar says no to the gold bar. Sorry, Justice. This is Arc. A Dominari around every corner. All right, Villar, you were tormented. And you got 20 seconds. Gold Faust to Julia, Torment Cat, Gas Blast Justice. It all hits. %, PCP bonus to Julia. Torment's good. Justice has this seal, Villar, right in front of your face. And your Gas Blast did a nice job of breaking that seal. Let's go from Villar over to Ron, who is tormented. 20 seconds, Ron. Tormented and dusted. Ron basically can do nothing. Except walk. Timer's up, Ron. Does not beat the timer. First miss in a little while. After Ron, we got Busy, Cat, Julia, Cardinal, and the Shaman. Red Bane to their wall, Silver Spark, Max Seal to Justice, Inferno to Straw Man, and sending a point of Echo down. Jim, Straw Man, Red Bane, anything? We're going to make that a full blue block. So Arc now with 3 blues. Straw Man, we're going to light Straw Man number 1 for Ron. I'm going to deal 10% damage to Ron. And the Max Seal is good. Justice is now covered with Max Seal smoke. All right, another torment. Let's take it over to Busy. You're tormented. And a 20-second timer from the DZ. Going to turn it to a Priestess. Going to send some torment over to the Cardinal. Beats the timer as well. Gold Kang to her boss. So Gold Kang up on main, over on the other chest. Could be worth 55 to Busy. Going to move in range. She's going to go Elmo loaded. Blue Spark. Echo. Plus the Dragon Storm. We're going to give her 1, 2, 3 with the Echo. And an Elmo. You just got that blue block back that Ron rebuilt with Kang, and you got 10 points from Elmo. And your mass destruction, you carried over, and you got 10% of that blue block. So you're at 90 blue. All right, let's go from Busy Bee over to Cat, who is tormented as well. 20 seconds, Cat. Got Cat, Julia, Cardinal, and the Shaman. cat is going to Kimuri to the ozone up there with the cardinal. Move her up there, and let's put the fire back on the straw man. We know we're in Dragon Storm, so we can move all those markers. All right, so she does beat the timer. She is going to Kimuri up. And Arc Spark Goldbane to their wall. Super Thrill Smoke. Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Echo. You know, I don't think that's ever been tried. And there's no rule against it. And it's super creative. So, Eclipse does say to make a friendly target disappear. And I don't know that we've ever been in a situation like that. So, I'm going to say that's okay because that is a target. You can't just randomly make things disappear, but it is targeted. It is a friendly object. And the wording says make a friendly target disappear. So that means that the gold bane is not going to hit. Now, it wasn't going to rebuild that much anyway, but I understand why you did it. Gemstone. Snowstorm loaded. To the wall. Does the grenade hit? All right. I'm going to give you the prevention. But those, it's prevented. You made a great play eclipsing the gold bane. Super thrill. I'm going to ask the viewers a question, though. What would have happened to Ark's wall if that snowstorm would have just hit? Nothing. The wall's not there. So that could have been an epic move. It's gone. It's not there. So you did use the prevention, but even if you would not have prevented it, it would not have frozen a block because by default, you've eclipsed that target for this round. So we do stop it. Kimuri's good. Gold Bane does not do what it does. The snowstorm is prevented, so we don't have to worry about it not freezing anything that wasn't going to freeze anyway. But you do save the damage on the wall. All right, we go from Cat over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. Julia beats the timer. Kimuri to the ozone. Going to put dust on Chad. Going to put misery on Chad for his next pet. Gold Primus. All right, Ron, you got Julia throwing an H9 Goliath to the wall. Bonus from Gold Primus. Echo. E3. From the Dragon Storm. I can keep going. All right, thank you. It's like, he's going to prevent it. All right, let's go from Julia over to the Cardinal. 20 seconds for the Cardinal. I think Julia feels like Amy tonight. She's had some big attacks that were shut down, like some big grenade attacks. Timer stop. Cardinal is going to get in the turret, which he can. Doesn't qualify for the ace, but he still can get in the turret. Colossal Kang. Julia was a step ahead on that one, too. Nicely done. She was expecting the Colossal Kang, and, well, it became a Gold Kang. Gold Kang could be worth 55. So Gemstone, I got a Goliath. With a Thrill, Blue Spark, 4 with the turret, and it's going to hit E4. But he is dusted. Going to nerf it. But he does have mass destruction, so he'll get a little bit of a boost and a little bit of a nerf. Black block. 60% of a green block. I got 40 green remaining. Walls are close. All right, and the final move in round number 6, Dragon Storm, goes to the great Shaman. Sheila, 20 seconds to the Shaman. She's like, I like my Eclipse even more now. Send a horse over to my wall and see what I do. I don't know. There's a lot of cases where you'd want to make your own wall disappear. That's the thing. Mighty Mike. I mean, it's rare. Mythic Kang to her boss. All right. Using a snowstorm, it's not going to provide the snowstorm effect, but the shaman is going to get a big hit. T10, thrill, 11. 12, 13, 14, and it's all going through. And that's a D80. Still, top 5 grenade. Top 3 grenade, actually. Shaman looking at 90% of a blue block. Not anymore, Shaman. Blue. Blue. Red. 30% red. 70 red remaining to the Shaman. Nice hit. Arc up by about a half a wall. All right, captains, give me your final 4. All right, so Ron, the order cannot be that order because you're staying. Man, you guys find some new creative ways to screw this up every week. Ron, Justice, Die, and Cat. All right. Ron is going to have to sub out and sub back in. So he is going to have to go into the number 1 position. I have no choice. Ron, Justice, Dr. Die is the starter, comes back in her role, and then Cat. No other way we can do it. So the order is going to be Ron, Jim, Justice, Villar, Doc, Busy, Cat, and Julia. All right, before we get to that, though, nobody was in the DZ, 0-0. Strawman, VOX, running up that total with another 5 points. Sarcasm. How about Sheila getting an ACE award? Congratulations to the Shaman. Good job tonight, Chad. Very well played. Way to do some damage over there, sir. Appreciate having you in the game. Trigger heading out. Dr. Die back in. Got another blessing. Another blessing for Team VOX and Justice and Trigger again. Julia in the O-Zone. Congratulations, Julia, getting the Occupy. Cat in the O-Zone. Congratulations, Cat, getting the Occupy. Shaman heading out. All right, looks like we got everybody back in where they're supposed to be in. We're going to cap likely 3 bosses this round, which would be Busy Bee on her turn, Shaman's boss at Julia's turn, the end of the game, and Chad's boss, Cat's turn, toward the end of the game. I think it's still pretty close based on how different people are scoring. So like Deadly Dime said, let's finish strong. Father Ron, 20 seconds for you. Hold up. We got one more course of business. We have a stealth bomber that's unlocked that any player from ARC can get in. And it will double the rage of that person's attack. Yes. Vox. And it's on Vox's side. All right, so Ron is going to get into Temple. Mythic Gideon. Minus 28. Going to unholy the dust. H9 Goliath to the wall. Rocket launcher. Nine, 10, 11 with the launcher. And mass destruction. Jim says it hits. Nice shot, Ron. Bringing out the Goliath. Finishing off the green. Taking out a green. Taking down a blue. Your mass destruction. 10% of a blue, Ron. I got you at 90 blue. Nicely done with that rocket launcher shot. Nobody's under the effect of Hinder this round. So there's going to be some big attacks more than likely. Speaking of big attacks, how about the great Gemstone? You're up 20 seconds to go, starting now. Beats the timer. Gold Blitz to Nolan. Oh, boy. Don't do it, Ron. H9 Monster from Drake. Super Thrill with Loom. Come on, Ron. Let something with some pop hit. That was going to be a beast attack. That was going to be ridiculous. Rocket launcher, H9 Monster, and putting the Loom on it. I think we should have a no preventions in round 7 match. What would you guys think about that? That would be fun. You got to use all your preventions before round 7. All right. Jim's going to blitz. Kill Justice Nolan. And Cat's going to use prevention. To shut down Jim's monster attack. It was going to be a nice one. All right. Justice, looks like you're flying solo this time, my man, because you got no Nolan. 20 seconds to go. Timer's up. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait. All right. Hold on. Back up. The wall hit. Thank you, Ron. Wow. Okay. Not sure what you're smoking there, but that's fine. Back that up. All right, give Justice. Give Justice his Nolan back. All right. Well, Jim, congratulations on that gold bar and obliterating that second wall. Rebuild it. Jim Stone with a gold bar. All right, Arc with their second full wall. Now we do have Justice and Nolan now, though. Nolan's still alive. 20-second timer, Justice. Justice and Nolan, Blue Spark, Super Thrill. Grenade launcher, H9 Goliath loaded to the wall, and Shatter. Start with the Shatter. 65 blue. Hits and ouch. Right and right. I agree. I agree and I agree. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. $14. S14, Goliath from Justice, and S14 Goliath from Nolan. With mass destruction. One, 65%. Justice mowing it down, finishing off the entire wall. 3 for him, 3 for Nolan, gold bar for VOX, Justice getting a gold bar, tying up the wall game. 2 fresh walls remain. All right, Villar. Let's see what you got in store. 20 seconds, Villar. Beats the timer. Blackout wand. No DZ points. Mythic Gideon. It hits. Ooh, snowstorm time. Go put the Arc Ice down there too. Villar with the Arc Ice. That could be a game changer. H9. Snowstorm. Third wall. Can't loom it because it's not the strongest grenade. That is reserved for monsters. But I will give you an H9 with your mass destruction. Black block, green block for Villar. And let's die roll it, y'all. Let's see if this is going to be a very important snowstorm. One to 10. Ooh, number 3. That's interesting. Very interesting number there. Especially with the stealth bomber up there. Well, you might have given Ark some hope there. Dr. Dye, you're up. 20-second timer to the doctor. All right, Dr. Dye going to get in a stealth bomber. Look at her flying. Let's give her a 50-point Top Gun award. Mythic Gideon. Super Thrill, Blue Spark, H9 Snowstorm to the wall. Now it's going to double the rage. So it's going to be the equivalent of a H18, 19, 20, 21, 22, S22 gemstone. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter because that snowstorm. So watch what happens. This disappears. And you get black block, green block, and it stops. Snowstorm is a beast. But we are going to roll an 8-sided die to see which block they freeze for Team Ark. Now, what Ark is probably hoping here is one of the last ones, right? You want this to be as far away as possible. So they want a high number. Roll an 8-sider. And it's not. It's a 2. Not what they were hoping for. All right, let's go over to Busy Bee. 20 seconds, Busy. Timer's up. Busy didn't beat the timer. That is unlike Rabbit Face Busy Bee for sure. Rabbit Face, where you at? All right, we're going to start a nerf timer. Second timer. Don't want to get nerfed in round 7. All right, so Busy is playing Blaze. The Arc Ice is fine, okay? So you're going to Arc Ice them, but actually Arc Ice won't matter anyway because they only have one more move. So it's there. A second one won't resolve. Blaze the Wall. You can't get to the second block. So it's not a valid target. T10 Monster with Loom is. So because Blaze is not, if that would have been the first block, that would have been perfect. Because it's the second block, it's not. So you need to redirect the Blaze to another target. Which going to have to be a person. You can only use a pet on the wall if it's the first block. All right, I think Busy is lagging, so I'm just going to let her pick who she's going to pick because we got to move on. All right, so that monster is basically going to hit this blue block, and it's going to stop, just like Diana's attack did too. Blue block, and it stops right there. That wall is frozen. All right, let's go to Cat. Cat, final move for VOX of the night, 20-second timer. And Ron, Busy just hit your pet repel pretty hard. Timer's up for Cat. All right, Cat's going to go Mythic Kang. She can. It'll cap at the end of the game. Super Thrill, H9 Mighty Mike loaded to their wall. And going to try to shatter her own wall. Shatter will have no effect because that wall is frozen. So you can't take a percentage of it down till you break it. H9, Jim, anything for that? She's going to rebuild. S13, Mighty Mike. So it's a good move because in essence what she's doing is rebuilding a block, which is going to make life a little bit more difficult on Julia. So that's a very good closing move. Not going to rebuild a lot with it, but she doesn't really need to. Blue block. 25% of a green block. And the final move of the night goes to the Great Assassin. Bring it home, Julia. It's been a good one tonight. Some sloppiness, some craziness, some interesting stuff. We'll cap all these bosses and see who played better tonight. There's a couple timely snowstorms, though. The snowstorms could have changed the game, but they actually kept it about even. All right, Julia, final move of the night. Silver Spark, Gold Rage, Arc, Bloodlust, E3 Wedding Crasher loaded. Julia, where's that going? Going to the wall. Let's take down the 2 blocks. Man, snowstorms are like showstoppers. Green. Green block, blue block, stops. That's it. We got Justice and Ron with a blessing. I got Justice in the temple 4 rounds. No orb. But another blessing. Strawman, I got 5-0. DZ, no points this round. Siege and Occupiers already did what they're going to do. Pope and Dr. Die. Tied for PCP DZ points, 75 apiece. Cap those bosses. Got a few things to cap at the end, so looks like we've got Arc finally getting some Kangs. That was rough what Ron did to them early, for sure. Looks like 118 points in Kangs for Arc. Couple mistakes there allowed Arc to get back in the boss game. So we got Arc capping 2. Looked like it was going to be a little worse, but VOX only winning by 1 flag, 5-4. Kang game, big in a big way though, to VOX. So we got another 120. 118 more. Seven Kangs for VOX. All right, that's huge. All right. It has two up there, Ron. See two little red blocks up there for both sides. 5 flags, 2, 5 flags, 2. Will you calm your ass down, Ron? Let me do my job. All right. Congratulate each other for a good game. You guys played good, played hard. Score is what the score is. So I'll be back shortly, and I'll let you know who won tonight's game. So chill out, hang out, and a little slow the first 30 minutes, but you guys picked up the pace. All right, everybody, we are back, and not too much suspense in this one. If you guys followed along with the game, you probably have a good idea of what the end result is, because there were several categories, several things that sort of changed hands relatively quickly. So I'll go through a quick overview, let you guys know where tonight's match ended up. Start out with the flags. Arc did a good job staying in the flag game. They actually got a kill. Ron was able to sneak in there a little bit. A little, late game mistake by VOX opened the door for Arc a little bit, but still, VOX 900, Arc 750, 150 point advantage. Walls, you guys see that I deducted the blessings at the end. Ended up with VOX actually taking a wall lead, 750 to 700 after all the blessings were taken out. Got to pay attention to the temple. Strawman, 15 points for VOX, 0 for Arc. So first three categories all favor VOX in a big way. Kangs was huge. All of Arc's Kangs got obliterated by Rambo. VOX got 420 points. Then Arc got some late, 118. So there's another 300 point advantage. So where's Arc going to start getting back in the game? Well, here you go. Siege and Occupy, 250 points for Arc, only 150 points for VOX. They didn't get the Siege. But then it flipped. We had Watchtower, 325 to VOX, getting all the Watchtower, and then only 75 for Arc. So VOX dominating the Watchtower as well. DZ, even money, 50-50. Timers, Arc slight advantage, 270 to 260. Both were pretty close. PCP points. This is where Arc got back in the game in a big way. 300 points. They got down a couple walls. I feel like they could have gotten more walls and more gold bars, but they flip-flopped a little bit, did a little Watchtower, did a couple other things. They still got 300 points in PCP points, and VOX got 175. Deductions between additions, Elmos, Kangs, Dark Bosses between both teams. Arc ended up with a net -8 on those categories because we added their Elmos, their Dark Boss, their Chromica, their Cinder, but we had to back out those 3 Gideons, which was 85. So we'll deduct 8 points from Arc's subtotal. On the other side, VOX ended up with 90 points, but they had 62 points deducted, 10 points in penalties, got to watch your penalties, and 2 Gideons, 1 gold and 1 mythic for a positive 28. Final score tonight, VOX was strong, 3,123, Arc 2,550, almost a 600-point win by Team VOX at home. Great job by both teams. Very well played. So, congratulations. VOX is super, super hot right now. I'm going to just send a warning out to every team that's out there. Sly, if you're watching tonight. Mir, if you're watching tonight. VOX is playing at a really, really high level. It is clicking. We know all teams go through that. But look, Arc's still in first place. It was a tough road game. It's always hard to win on the road. Going to take nothing away from Team Arc. They are still in first, Mir in second. But VOX knocking on the door for second place. And I think VOX has won 3 out of their last 4. Arc still 6-2, so they're not panicking. Just didn't go their way tonight. Got to ask you guys a question. How many of y'all are going to be in the trivia circuit tomorrow night at 8:30? If you're planning on playing, you're going to be there tomorrow night. You need to light it up. I want 50 people in that game tomorrow. Get in there, play, have a good time, relax. There might be a special bonus for you guys at 10 o'clock after the first one is done. But get out there, play. Like Craven says, I'm going to sit out in the backyard, have a beer, and relax and play a little bit of trivia. That is what it's all about, y'all. So just chill, enjoy it. We're going to have some of these automated streams. I'm not going to be playing tomorrow. Your host, the great one, Little Kills, is going to be rocking the place tomorrow. He says a lot of nice things about you guys. I'm telling you, I feel like DMX, where he had like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder. Like, Little Kills is like the sweetest person in the world. He'll say like, Y'all were playing some real good trivia tonight. I'm glad y'all all showed up tonight. Deadly Dimes got that question really, really fast. Did you know that in trivia that there are a lot of PDL players that play in trivia? I love little kills, right? That wasn't too bad. That could be me. All right. We'll be there tomorrow night. Don't forget to interact with your virtual host. And Julia has a leaderboard. I will have the leaderboard as the background or in some way so you guys can see the leaderboard before you start when they do the countdown screen. So I'll put it as the original background, and that way you can see who the top 10. Remember, only the top 10 scores get logged. So if you finish 12, 13, 14, you get no points for that night. Show up the next night and finish in the top 10. That's the way you keep doing it. Doesn't mean the same people are going to win every week. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your trivia. Have a great time. And I will see you guys back live streaming Friday night. We got a good story. I need you guys, remember, we're doing manual trivia on Friday night. So we got two things kind of happening at the same time. Thanks, everybody, for all you do. Have a good one, and awesome job. We'll see you then. Peace.